I didn't know that morning would be the last time I would ever see her. If I had known, I would have stayed 5 minutes longer. Maybe 10. Maybe I would have cancelled everything else that day. But life doesn't send warnings. It just quietly changes forever. It was a Tuesday, ordinary in every possible way. The kind of day you don't remember, until it becomes the one you can never forget. I was rushing, like always. Coffee half finished, tie slightly crooked, mind already buried in meetings, emails, deadlines. And there she was, standing near the kitchen window, my mother, watching the morning light spill across the floor like melted gold. She loved mornings, said they felt honest, like the world hadn't started lying yet. "Leaving already?" she asked softly. I didn't even look up right away. "Yeah, big day." Big day. Funny how the things we call big disappear, while the moments we ignore become enormous. She nodded, the way parents do when they understand your life is moving faster than theirs. "I made your favorite," she said, "pancakes." I remember almost sighing, not because I didn't love them, but because I didn't have time. "I'll grab something on the way," I replied. A small pause followed, so small that most people wouldn't notice it. But now it echoes. "Oh," she said quietly. "All right." I kissed her on the forehead, distracted, automatic. The kind of kiss you assume you'll give 1,000 more times. "Don't work too hard," she smiled. "I never do," I joked. And then I left. No dramatic music, no lingering glance, no sense that the universe had just closed a door forever. At 10:47 a.m., my phone rang. I almost didn't answer. Unknown number, probably spam. It rang again. Something made me pick it up. "Is this Danielle?" "Yes, there's been an accident." Those 4 words don't sound heavy until they split your life into before and after. My mother had collapsed at home. A neighbor found her. Ambulance, hospital, critical condition. The drive there is a blur. Red lights I don't remember stopping at. Streets that felt suddenly unfamiliar. I kept telling myself, "She's strong, she'll be fine." This happens to people, but not to your people, right? Hospitals are strange places. The world's biggest heartbreaks happen there, while vending machines hum quietly beside them. When I arrived, a doctor met me with the kind of face that tries to prepare you, but never can. We're doing everything we can. Hope lives inside sentences like that, even when it shouldn't. I sat in the waiting room, replaying the morning over and over. Her voice, the pancakes, that pause. Why didn't I just sit down for 2 minutes? 2 minutes? It sounds so small until it becomes priceless. Hours passed, or maybe minutes. Time stops behaving normally when fear takes over. Finally, the doctor returned, and I knew. Before he spoke, I knew. "I'm very sorry." There are phrases the human heart is never ready to hear. No matter your age, no matter your strength, no matter how many movies try to prepare you. My mother was gone. Just like that. No warning, no goodbye, no final conversation tying the story neatly closed. Just silence. The house felt different when I returned that night. Not empty. Empty suggests something was removed. This felt erased. Her glasses still rested beside the book she'd been reading. A mug sat in the sink. Her cardigan hung over the chair. Ordinary objects suddenly transformed into artifacts. Proof that a life had existed here only hours ago. And then I saw them. The pancakes, still on the stove. She had covered them with foil to keep them warm. For me, I broke right there. Not when the doctor spoke, not in the hospital hallway, but standing in that kitchen, staring at pancakes that would never be eaten. Regret is a quiet monster. It doesn't scream, it whispers. Why were you in such a hurry? What was more important? Why didn't you stay? Questions with no answers. Only wait. For weeks I tortured myself replaying our last interaction, searching for hidden meaning in every word. Was she sad? Did she know? Did some part of her feel the ending approaching? People say, don't blame yourself. But guilt doesn't listen to people. It listens to memory. And memory can be merciless. Then, one afternoon, while sorting through her things, I found something unexpected. A small wooden box tucked inside her closet. Inside were letters, dozens of them. Birthday cards I had made as a child, school photos, crayon drawings of stick figures holding hands, every tiny piece of my life she had saved. At the bottom was an envelope with my name. Not dramatic, not labeled open after I'm gone. Just my name in her familiar handwriting. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was a single page. It read, Daniel, if you're reading this, it probably means I forgot to give it to you. Or maybe I was waiting for the right moment. There's something parents learn that children rarely understand until much later. There is no such thing as a perfect goodbye. So don't spend your life chasing them. What matters is not the last moment, but the thousands of ordinary ones that came before it. The breakfasts, the conversations, the rides home, the laughter from the other room. That is where love lives, and if you ever worry that you were too busy, remember this. Watching you build your life was always my greatest joy. Never feel guilty for living it. Just promise me one thing. Don't wait to show people they matter. Love should never feel postponed. Mom, I must have read that letter 50 times, maybe more, because slowly, something inside me began to shift. Regret had been telling me a story, that I failed her, but the letter told a different one, that I was loved, fully, completely, without condition. Parents don't measure love in final moments. They measure it across a lifetime. And suddenly, I realized something that changed me forever. The last time you see someone is almost never dramatic. There's no soundtrack, no slow motion, no announcement from the universe saying, "Pay attention, this is the final chapter." It looks ordinary. And that's exactly why it matters. Since that day, I live differently, not perfectly. I still rush sometimes, still get distracted, still say, "I'll call later." But now, sometimes I stop myself. Because later is a promise no one can guarantee. I call my father more often. I sit longer with friends. I don't check my phone as much when someone is talking. Small changes, but life is made of small things, not grand gestures. Here's the truth most people learn too late. We assume we have time. Time to visit, time to apologize, time to say "I love you," time to slow down. Until suddenly, we don't. Loss doesn't just take people. It takes the words we never spoke. If there is one thing my mother's passing taught me, it's this: presence is the purest form of love. Not gifts, not long speeches, just being there, fully. 5 undistracted minutes can mean more than an entire distracted evening. Look around your life right now. There is someone you keep postponing. Someone you mean to visit. Someone you keep saying, "We should get together soon." Soon is a fragile illusion. I used to believe big moments defined relationships, weddings, graduations, milestones. But now I know it's Tuesday mornings and pancakes. It's quiet jokes, routine phone calls, ordinary days that secretly hold extraordinary love. Don't underestimate them. One day, they will be the memories that warm you. or the ones that haunt you. The choice is being made right now, in how you show up. People often ask me, what was the hardest part? It wasn't the funeral. It wasn't the paperwork. It wasn't even the silence of the house. It was accepting that life doesn't pause to let us prepare. It keeps moving, relentless. And somehow, we must move with it, carrying love forward instead of regret. Years have passed now, but sometimes when morning light spills across my kitchen floor, I see her, not as a ghost, but as a presence stitched into who I became. And on certain Tuesdays, I make pancakes, I sit down, no phone, no rushing. And before the first bite, I whisper into the quiet, thank you for every ordinary moment. So, if you take anything from my story, let it be this. Do not wait for the perfect time to love people. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Send the message, make the call, stay 5 minutes longer. Because one day, you may walk out a door, completely unaware that it was the last time you'd ever see someone you love. And trust me, you will never regret the moments you made time for. Only the ones you didn't. Call your mother, visit your father, hug your child, listen to your partner, not someday, today. Because life's most painful sentence is painfully simple. I didn't realize it was the last time. If this story made you think of someone, don't scroll away. Reach out to them right now, before ordinary becomes unforgettable.